I don't know why I'm torturing myself with this, but welcome to tonight's SportsJEDI Media Network baseball game call between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Mets. Noel McLean takes the mound. In his last 4 starts, he has an under 1 ERA, 3-1 record, 24 innings pitched, 7 walks to 29 strikeouts. He faces the MVP of last year's World Series, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. And the Mets are using the old throwback black caps that had the blue bill. This is what Yamamoto did last weekend in Yankee Stadium against the Yankees. Mets once again will be without Juan Soto, who strained his calf the other night. In his last 10 starts, Yamamoto 7-3, 2.20 ERA, 7.79 WHIP, and 65 strikeouts. The Dodgers will send Shohei Ohtani, Andy Pages, Freddie Freeman, Max Muncy, Mookie Betts, Tommy Edman, Michael Tucker, and Kyle Tucker, Teoscar Hernandez, and Dalton Rushing up against McLean. For the Mets, they will send A.J. Ewing. Francisco Lindor moved up to the 2 slot. Bo Bichette in the 30 hole. Carson Bedge bats cleanup. Then Luis Robert Jr., Jorge Polanco, Marcus Semien, Brett Baty, and Francisco Alvarez are the lineups. Why do I have a bad feeling about this one? I mean, why not just put Wagaman in at first tonight, or Young tonight, aside from the fact that one's under the Mendoza line and the other's a little over the decent? It's just, here's the problem with this Mets team this year. It has been plagued by the incompetence and the narcissism of David Stearns, choosing to let Alonso walk, shipping out Nimmo for Semien, and for what? Political pandering points to people please to Lindor's wife? I don't know. And I do want to stress, the SJMN is not one who is tied down by political standards. That I'm working with now, unlike my other 2 bosses, are a network not tied down by political BS. Noel McLean, this will be his 21st start, a 7-6 record, 3.34 ERA, 113, 113 pitch, 135 strikes, 241 walks, 10 homers allowed. Batting averages opposition around 202. Sinker, 4-seamer, sweeper, curveball, cutter, changeup, slider. Problem with McLean is he tends to get in trouble when he over-experiments with his pitches. Then again, McLean was the starter in my last game call for the Mets, which was against Atlanta shortly after the 4th of July. Since June 1st, his ERA has been 2.11. He has the 5th most strikeouts in the National League this year, and he's in the 87th percentile of a strikeout rate. Let's play ball. First pitch is low, ball one. Swing and a miss, 1-1. We have a few Let's Go Dodgers chants, mostly aimed towards Ohtani. 1-1, and Ohtani will burn his batter's timeout. Can I ask why the Mets went back to the blue-billed black caps for this game, for this series this weekend? Isn't it supposed to be? Aren't Saturdays supposed to be City Connect uniform nights? Ground ball swung at Bichette. He'll fire it, one down. I'm still not a fan of Beatty always bouncing around between different spots. It should have been either Wagaman or Young tonight. Here comes Pages. And out of all the players the Mets have this year, Bichette has been the most healthy in terms of batters. There's alongside Benj. Having said that, though, I still call David Stearns a damn idiot for how he sabotaged this team and chooses to ignore his own hypocrisy and double down on it instead of owning up to it. 1-0 pitch is just high, 2-0. We know Alvarez is an idiot when it comes to ABS challenges. There's interim manager Andy Green, who will be gone who will be back in his traditional spot when the season's over. Too far in, full 3-0. And this is where, more often than not, McLean gets himself into trouble. 3-1. Paz will waste his batter's timeout. Well, again, to Joe and John, I do want to point out, blame fucking Stearns for ruining this team when he let Alonso and Nimmo go. Oh, because of his own ego, and hatred towards those players. Strike two as Paz did go around. Payoff pitch is grounded back to the mound, chopped back to the mound. McLean fires over the first, 2 away. Throwing the over-experimentation with Beatty by having him bounce around between the outfield, third base, second base, and first base, which all backfired badly because he is a fucking infielder, not a damn outfielder. Or throwing Mendoza's loser mentality, his incompetence, unwillingness to get rid of his damn gambling habit with the bullpen. Ball one with the pitching core. Ball one. 1 to Freeman. Freeman whacks this one to right, but it's right at Benj. He'll make the catch, and he'll the first. Let's see what Yamamoto's got. Why is almost every game I've called Yamamoto that has Yamamoto pitching, the Dodgers tend to win? Against San Diego in 2024, against Toronto, against the Blue Jays. Okay, to be fair, those wins were done in the postseason, but the basic principles still apply. Damn sandwich. Liberty. Polanco, the piece of shit that he is. Yamamoto, this is his 19th start, 10-6 record, 270 ERA. Uses splitters, four-seamers, cutters, curveballs, sinkers, and sliders. It's foul. Splitter is fouled. Oh, two, probably going to be another split finger. It is. Hit on the hand and caught on a soft liner. Caught by Yamamoto, one down. Not bad. And when you consider that this year, Lindor has been under the gun for by some people, including myself, Lindor has been under the gun as the one who caused the downfall of the Mets this year because of how much he chose to be the Ahab to his wife's Jezebel. If you get the picture I'm trying to paint. 1-0 pitch, over the middle, doesn't bother to chase, 1-1. Didn't get me excited. I mean, it didn't help me. I'll be blunt. The roster going into 2026 on paper, it did not impress me. I was pissed when I looked at it. I wanted to strangle David Stearns for how he butchered this team. Lindor burns his batter's timeout. 1-2 pitch. It's a high fly ball to left. Teoscar backpedals. Nearly let that one go over his head, but he's able to make the catch. 2 down. And I don't think anyone can blame me for my anger. Yamamoto threw a complete game last time out. 2 runs, 4 hits, 7 strikeouts versus the Yankees. First pitch is low, ball 1. Ripped into right field, base hit, and Bichette continues that hot hitting. Carson Bench up next. And it's a curveball over the middle. The Bench doesn't bother to chase. 0-1. Bench, 11 home runs, 40 RBIs. He's one of the only Mets to play basically every day for New York this season, which has been a good thing. Swing and a miss. Chase the splitter in the dirt. 1-0-2. For the Mets, both teams, this is game 105 out of 162. After the night, only 57 to go for both sides. Down 0-2. It's a chopper. Yamamo's going to have to hurry. It's a bounce. It hit the back of bench. Everybody is safe. They're going to give him a hit on that. I don't know. Get that higher and angle more toward the. Here's Luis Robert Jr. had one of the 2 homers for the Mets last night. Not that it mattered all that much in the end. Robert's been out until recently. Luis Robert Jr. been out due to a lumbar infection in his spine. Should have been put under the knife, if you ask me. Ball 1. Which, again, I question why the hell does David Stern keep getting these bastards who are plagued by the injury bug one-on-one? Or insisting they could be good in the system when they end up getting hurt, and it makes him look like makes this team look like they got hit with egg in the face. Instead of holding himself accountable for that mistake, the dumbass doubles down on it. The piece of shit doubled down on it. It's swing and a miss on the split finger 1 and 2. Runners on first and second, 2 out for the Mets, 2 men on. 2 outs. And it's a 1-2 count to Luis Robert. 1-2 pitch is check the swing. Didn't go around. 2-2. That was close. And Yamamo's going to step off. 2-2 pitch. Doesn't take. Full count. Jorge Polanco on deck. Again, why even bring that piece of shit in? Since the break, the Mets have had the worst RISP batting average in the majors at 125. Payoff pitch. Chases the splitter. Inning over. Mets get 2 hits on Yamamoto and miss out on their best opportunity to get some runs on. I was expecting a lot more people to come in considering it's Shohei tonight. Yeah. Oh,
dude, you think she's into me?
Strike one. One. Mookie Betts waits on deck. That's fouled off. 1-2. Got him looking. Did he get him? Doesn't look like it. Betts takes up on the way. Ball one. In the shallow right center. Who's going to get it? Benjwell, 2 down. Ball one. Pop foul. 1-1. One pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. That time, McLean threw the curveball. Fouled off as Alvarez wasn't able to cleanly grab it as Edmonds went through it. It went out of the glove. 1-2. Twelve of the last 13 West Division titles have gone to the Dodgers. One exception, 2021. That went to San Francisco that year. 1-2 pitch is too low. 1-2. 2-2. Edmund was, of course, the NLCS MVP in 2024. That's popped up. Left field. Ewing under it. And so far for McLean, he's gone through the first six in the batting order unscathed. Scoreless through an inning and a half at Citi Field. Okay, tomorrow night I gotta do Phillies and Yankees. I gotta do Yankees and Phillies. Monday, just a video journal of sorts. Tuesday, another video journal. Wednesday, video journal. Thursday, Don't know. Friday, the SummerSlam predictions. Don't know what I'm doing. So night is Shingo. Takeshita's got Okan, Lee, and that's it in the blocks. Here's Paloma. Because he's a dumbass. First pitch. Strike one. But again, I blame this on the stupidity and self-indulgence of David Stearns for picking somebody who's never played first, showing how much of an incompetent criminal David Stearns is. More of a terrorist, but you get the point. 1-1 pitch. Split finger, swung and miss. 1-2. Yeah, but the problem is you have a GM who's too much of a pussy to show player loyalty. The sooner Stearns is stripped of his position as GM, the better. 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, 2-2. Even if this team is completely healthy in 2027, whoever comes in as the new manager next season better put Stearns under a gun, telling him, I'm not doing what you want me to do because you screwed us over last year. I'm going to fix it. Misses outside, full count. Payoff pitch. It's a cut that goes down the third base line, but it's going to hook foul. We'll do it again. Even when he does go over the middle of the plate, it's hard to hit it. Payoff pitch again. Sinker, it's a grounder to second. Emin will scoop it up. Fling to Freeman, 1 down. Marcus Semien up next. Then it'll be Brett Beatty. Low and away, ball 1. Semien just barely over the Mendoza line this year with a 207 batting average. Is foul. That was the doubleheader last weekend against the Yankees. Yamamoto career whip, 1.11 lat in 24. He had a 99 lat, 0.99 last year, 0.88 this year, second lowest in the MLB. Foul down the right field line, 0-2. Simeon doesn't tend to pull his swings to the right. He tends to go left if he's going for a long ball. 1-2 pitch. Chop to Muncy. Long throw. Got him. 2 down. Last year in the World Series, 3-0 record, 102 ERA, 17 2/3 pitch, 15 strikeouts, including a complete game in Game 2 against Toronto. Here's Beatty. And that cutter's foul down the first baseline, 0-1. Curveball catches the corner, catches the edge, 0-2. Beatty burns his batter's timeout. Oh, 2 pitch. Got him. 1, 2, 3 second for Yamamoto. So far for both pitchers, so good. Good through 2. I gotta, BRB.
Water comes from real springs. Tastes like home.
Oh, my back and my neck. Oh.
Get special offers on select Lexus NX models.
Noah McLean has retired the first 6 Dodgers. No score at the top of the 3rd. Bottom of the line coming up here. Tucker laid things off. Won into yesterday's game 2 for his last 27. He went 2 for 4 and his first home run of the month.
First pitch to Tucker. Strike 1 on a hard fastball that he doesn't even bother to pursue. Freddie Peralta takes him out tomorrow for the Mets, and I'm worried about that matchup. Check swing. Did he go? No. 1-1. Strike 2. Too far out, 2-2.
Season with the Cubs, even though he dealt with injuries throughout the year, still an all-star caliber season.
That's gone. Kyle Tucker puts the Dodgers on the board first. Right field shot off the pole in the Coca-Cola corner. That's home run number 9. Yeah, it was up the middle. Strike one. 1-1. One, two. Got him swinging. 1 down. Some clean rebounds after giving up the leadoff bomb.
We still have to pay attention to at-bats and pitches in a daily routine that doesn't get lazy or complacent, because we can't just go out winning all those games too. When you're going to upset the team, this offense is much better than what it's going to call. It's showing itself on the road a lot better.
Rushing hits this one in the left field, base hit. Ewing cuts it off and will hold Rushing to a single.
You see certain stars like Freddie Green never takes that back. You see that kind of consistency. That's why
Swing and a miss, zone 1. Ground ball, it's chopped. And the ball is thrown away by that idiot Beatty. This is why this dumb little fuck should not be a first baseman. This should have been Wagaman tonight, not him. Instead of force out at second. Wait a minute. Rushing stepped out of the line. Stepped out of the base path. Let's take strike 1. And this is why I constantly called Stearns a piece of scum by trying to do this roster experimentation. And why I want his ass gone, or at the very least stripped of the position of general manager, or when this season's over. The guy is a dumbass when it comes to roster construction. a piece of garbage who would rather skinflint his own team and sabotage it than try to help build something that can actually succeed. The way this team is structured, it's structured to fail. 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. And yet, that dim-witted piece of scum that calls himself a GM had to do this shit. This is all on his ass. And what's more frustrating is that instead of owning up to his mistake, he continues to double down on it. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball. He tries again. Second one, throw to first. Not in time. Run scores. 2-0 Dodgers. A lot of Dodger fans coming into the venue. Freddie chants break out. 1-0. Yeah, Freddie's aged like a fine wine since leaving Atlanta. 1-1. And the Mets score first are one of the worst in baseball. One and two. In the right field, base hit. Paez going for third, and the throw to third is cut off. Must be a D&D soap. It's a medium grit brick, huh? That one gets away. 3-0 Dodgers. Should have been Torrens at the middle, in the plate, behind the plate tonight, not Albie. And this is why I want Stearns' neck in an effing noose when the season is over. Two and one. 2-2. Strikes him out, but not before 3 runs, 3 hits, 2 errors, 1 error, and 1 stranded. Through 2.5, the Dodgers lead 3-0. Alvarez is hitting 7 of 19 for his last 6 games. Had a homer in last night's matchup. First pitch is low and away, ball 1 from Yamamoto. Do we know? Set. Yamamoto sets, deals, and it's low again, 3-0. So next weekend it's Yankees and Cubs, huh? Okay. Give me something to do next Saturday. So I'm not going to be able to watch SummerSlam. Outside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk from the Mets, and it's back to the top of the order with A.J. Ewing. And Yamamoto's going to get talked to. I don't know why. He's not been doing that badly through his first 2+ innings. And both know Alvarez isn't going to be taking off. He's not a fast runner on the base pads. How I wish everything in baseball would just go back to the fucking eye test. Ewing's up, first pitch, and that's the 5th ball in a row thrown by Yamamoto. 1-0. One and one. Ewing's going to burn his timeout. I don't know why any of these dimwits are not going to burn their challenges. That's clearly a ball, not a strike. But whatever. Cowards. 1-1 pitch. 1-1 pitch. That is a strike. 1-2. Should have done that last pitch, jackass. Why didn't you do that last pitch, AJ? Dumb fuck. And Ewing chases and misses the splitter. 2-1 down. July 23rd, 1988 against the Mets. His major league debut. Strike one to Lindor as he takes a cutter on the inside, on the outside, that just catches the edge. Check swing. Well, either way, the call would have been overturned. This is definitely a strike regardless. And it is 0-2. So no challenge. Moot point. So no challenge to use third base umpire. Did say he did go around. Well, even if he didn't, it would have been a strike regardless. Let's be honest. Even if Lindor didn't swing at that, it still would have been a strike. 1-2. Last year, things fell apart, and this year, things have gone in the gutter. But again, I blame this on him playing the Ahab to his wife's Jezebel to allow politics to penetrate into the locker room, which led to the departures of Lindor, Alonso, Diaz, and McNeil. Half of them through trades, and the other half just choosing to walk out on better pay deals from other teams. 3-2. Speaking of which, Diaz, who's is out with a foot injury, who he signed with the Mets opponents tonight, not able to play because of that foot injury that's cost him basically half of the season. I don't think Alvarez is going to take off. Here's the payoff pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. That and the no trade clause. And I've checked the check the tab, please. F you, Stearns, you little snake. First pitch to Bichette is low, ball 1. Ground ball back to the mound. This is just going to go to first, 2 down. Yeah, and a manager who is not who is not an analytical puppet in 2027. And again, that's even if and I've beaten this dead horse on the diamond and on these game calls, no matter what team is playing, regardless of what happens at the end of this year, we still need, in the postseason this year, we still need to know what's going to happen with the CBA deal in December, and if we can get a new one, so we can even have a 2027 season. A season in 2027. Lockout is imminent. 1-0 pitch. Upstairs 2-0. And can anyone blame me for that? No. 2-1. True. Currently out by the Diamondbacks. Ground ball right to Edmund, and the Mets waste the opportunity. So 2 walks, and they strand 2 in scoring position. 3-0 Los Angeles. Am I surprised by this? In all honesty, no, I'm not. I mean, do I know the Mets have been fucking incompetent this season because of how Stern sabotaged and destroyed the core? Yes. I'm fully aware of that fact. Was I willing to give them the benefit of the doubt? Yes. But have my doubts been verified? Yes. Does this prove that Stearns is a serial liar? Yes. Ray, pass this off to Vinny if you can. Betts, Emmett, and Tucker 2 up in the 4th. I'd rather still be at the barcade playing NBA Jam Tournament Edition right now, but no, my commitment. Oh, F you, Pritzker.
Typically, it's his command, but tonight he's not as sharp as he usually is. And this year he's been very efficient.
This Dodgers manager, what the link? That's the link to come in if you want to talk. Ball 1. 1-1 the Betts. 1-2. Did he go? No, he did not. 2-2. Got him. 1 down. Better timeout for Edmond. So Yamamoto's injured? That's a little weird. But then again, given how often he overtaxes himself, I'm not shocked. Strike one catches the high edge. 0-1. I do want you to pass it to Vinny before he gets ready to go with his post-game stuff. Pass it along to him. And if you want to come in, come on in too. 2-1. Popped up. Ewing's got it. 2 down. Here comes Kyle Tucker, the batter that rattled McLean in the third inning that led to the fall apart last time out. That one's hit to left field, but this time Ewing's going to get it, so a clean 1-2-3 inning for Nolan McLean. $3-0 Dodgers through 3.5. I'm sorry if I've been so cynical about the Mets this year, but honestly, folks, I have no reason to hope for this team this season. I cannot sugarcoat that. Everything about this iteration makes me sick to my stomach. And it all could have been avoided if politics was kept out of the damn locker room. It all could have been averted if Stearns wasn't such a damn skinflint. An egomaniacal skinflint. The fuck is a Bibberty? In other games, the Yankees lead 3-1 over the Phillies. Cubs up on the Pirates 3-0. Rays on the Guardians also by the same score. Braves down the Orioles 1-0. Twins and A's just started, as did the Astros and Sox. They're tied at no score. 3-2 Brewers on top of the Rockies. Cardinals up on the Reds 1-0. 5-0 Rangers over the Mariners. The Royals toppled the Tigers 3-2. 5-3 Diamondbacks over the Nats over the E-backs. The Giants clobbered the Angels 9-2. Padres brought the Marlins back down to below 500 with a 7-2 win And the Sox got shut out 6-0, ending what I believe was their 15 game. No, wait, their streak ended a few days ago. Luis Robert leads off. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one, went after the fastball. Off the end of the bat and popped up. Edmund shallow, just behind the second base spot of the infield. One down. Why go for a bunt, Polanco? Sorry, had to do a small rant. 2 downs, Polanco grounded out. Marcus Semien takes strike one on the cut fastball. One. 2-1. Next Saturday, some will get Diamondbacks versus the Guardians. Others, including my area, will be heading to Wrigley Field when the New York Yankees visit the Chicago Cubs. 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to third. Muncy on a couple of hops. Throw to first. Inning over. Another clean inning for fucking Yamamoto. 3-0 Dodgers through 4. Let's see how he spells it.
Purchasing power, we can spend more and earn more. So we've redeemed miles to travel the country and partner with new stores. What's in your wallet? That's my money. With the Airs, we mix and match value menu. 2 or more bags for just $4.99.
My very own special deal. Fuji apple chicken Caesar. How do you guys know my favorites?
Oh, the menu is for everyone.
I love that. Panera's mix and match value. Now with the chicken Caesar.
It'll be Teoscar, Rushing, and Shohei. Due up for Los Angeles in the 5th.
Mac and cheese. protein packed with fiber. The best thing ever keeps
Next Saturday, as I mentioned, it'll be either from some parts of the country, it'll be Guardians and Diamondbacks and Guardians. But for most, we will be seeing the Yankees visit the Cubs and playing the Cubs. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Puts this one to right field. Bench coming on, dives, bounces off him. Teoscar going to bolt for second. Throw. Safe. Just play down the fucking hop, kid. I mean, seriously, Ben, stop diving for those short balls. Just play them off the fucking hop, kid. Strike one. Stupid little brat. One. Swung and miss. 1-2. And like I said, the reason Diaz has been out since April, foot injury. Got him. One down. That's strikeout number 5 for McLean. One. One, two.
I see you've transferred part of yourself into another thing. Find us still
Got him. Pius grounds it, base hit. That's going to score another run. 4-0 Dodgers. RBI single for Andy Pages. I don't know what number RBI that is for him. Again, why the fuck is Brett Beatty playing first base? It should be Jared Young or Eric Wagaman, not him. I am wanting to strangle David Stearns for demanding these position changes, experiments. Over the leaping Lindor for a base hit. Everyone goes station to station on the hit single by Freeman. A lot of Dodger faithful clamoring to drown out Met fans. Strike one. One, 0-2. Got him swinging. Inning over. We're halfway through. Another run, 3 hits, and 1 and 2 stranded for the Dodgers. 4-0 Los Angeles.
If you have moderate to severe eczema, Decreasing can help you feel the heal. Sunpill soft fast relief after first dose and long-lasting clear skin.
Yankees won't be without Cody. Will be without Cody Bellinger for a bit, I guess. They'll send Warren to the mound tomorrow night against Christopher Sanchez. Probably the only game Philadelphia may be able to get in the series where Philadelphia may be able to get a salvage. Keep in mind, if the season were in the day, what 3 teams would be in for the NL wildcard? At this moment, it would be Chicago, Philadelphia, and St. Louis. And Arizona. Ben Rice leads the Yankees into Wrigley to battle the PCA and the Cubs. First pitch to Beatty is swung on and missed, strike one. Chase the curveball. Beatty has struggled a lot this year, but I blame this on constantly bouncing him around from position to position instead of just giving him a key spot to stay in. That's fouled off. And I blame that again on Stearns telling Mendoza and now Green to experiment with him. But arguably, this did his confidence a lot more harm than good. Ended up doing Beatty far more harm than good with both the glove and with the bat. More so with the bat than with the glove. Oh, 2. Up the middle, base hit. Beatty's got a leadoff single. First pitch to Alvarez. Gonna go with the cut. And it's fouled off. 0-1. Strike 2. How about instead of trying to mimic the Yankees, be your fucking selves, Mets? And that's what Cohen needs to understand. Let the Mets be themselves when they get another manager when the season's done. Instead of just getting another fucking Yankee leftover, who's not qualified. 0-2 pitch. Alvarez rips one, base hit in the left field. Beatty's going to hold up at second as Hernandez cuts it off from going all the way to the wall. So back-to-back hits for the Mets. And once again, they have 2 men on base and nobody in a good situation to try and do something, offensively. Emphasis on attempt to do something. I mean, seriously, the Mets have got to stop trying to copycat Big Brother, referring to the Yankees, and be them their damn selves. Let's go Mets. Chance finally breaks out at City. First pitch. Strike 1. I don't know why Ewing doesn't just burn the final their challenge and just challenge that. That's a fucking ball. Dumbasses. Fouled off by Ewing, 0-2. That is problematic. Yankees coming about to be 2 back of the Rays if they can shut the door on the Phillies tonight, which I think they're about to. They're up 3-1 in the 9th. The 0-2 pitch is fouled back. We'll do it again. Next Saturday, Yankees head to Wrigley Field to play the Cubs. Other parts of the country will get the Diamondbacks playing the Guardians. A.J. burns his batter's timeout. Oh, now you say that's a ball. Stupid umps. 1-2. Ground ball. Freeman will scoop it up. They'll get Alvarez at second, but that's it. There would have been not enough recovery time to get There wouldn't have been enough recovery time to get Ewing at first. There would have been no recovery time to get Ewing at first. So what do you do here? Do you run Ewing? Try to get Ewing to go to second on a steal attempt? Lindor walked his last time up, and he flew out in the first. Not the case this year when compared to 2 years ago. This is season number 6 with New York for Lindor. He's got 5 years left after this. Or 4 years left, actually. Lindor will burn his batter's timeout. Oh, 1 from Yamamoto. Chases 1, 0-2. Fouled off his leg, and we'll do it again. O2 pitch. Upstairs, 1-2. And this dumb fucker popped it up. Give me a fucking break. You piece of shit, Lindor. Someone give this son of the bitch the boot. You dumb fuck. Bichette now up. Takes ball 1 outside. Foul off the foot of Bichette, 1-1. Can I please strangle David Stearns when this season is over? That's all I want. Stearns battered and bloodied, though not dead. 2-1. Or at least being given the penance stare. To hold no remorse for what he did to this team. 2-1. 2-1 pitch is fouled to the bat. Foul to the screen behind the plate, 2-2. Yamamoto sets, kicks and deals, climbs the ladder, and fouls it off. We'll do it again. Two-two pitch. Ripped in the left field. Gonna drop for a base hit. Bay's coming home. Booted by Teoscar. Ewing advances to third. Mets are on the board. This is what happened in Game 7 of the World Series. Bichette, a 3-run bomb that put the Blue Jays out in front. They would add a double in the 6th by SJMN, but the Dodgers would claw their way back and win it 5-4 in 11 innings. And it looks like Yamamoto is going to get talked to by both pitching coach Mark Pryor and his interpreter. For Bichette, that's RBI number 52 on the year to give him the team lead, or tie him for the team lead with Soto. Tying run now at the plate in the form of Carson Bench. How I wish baseball could be rigged in certain ways. I mean, make a parody era. Make an era of true parody, kind of like there is in the NBA. Bench takes a pitch in the dirt. Ball 1. Ground choppers. And he stays on the bag to end the inning. But the Mets do get 1 on 3 hits, but they strand 2. 5 innings complete. It's now 4-1 Los Angeles. Nice play by Betts, I'm not going to lie. And an even better play by Freeman to keep his back foot on the bag. I mean, on the stretch. I mean, to keep his back foot on the bag on the stretch. We go to the 6th. Los Angeles 4, New York 1. Looks like Vinny's not coming. Since he's got his own stream to do, and I can't blame him. Mookie Betts takes ball 1. Ball 2. Two one. Three and one. Sharply hit, base hit in the left. Got underneath the diving Lindor. Leadoff single for Mookie Betts. I'm not fucking surprised. I know he's not. He will be, though, in about 15. Tommy Edman up next. Take strike 1. One. This is one of the worst games I've had to call. I mean, I know he does, Ray. I mean, sure, I've called worse games for the Mets this year. The 15-3 ass week being they got at the hands of the Phillies about a month ago. And then the 4th of July against Atlanta where they lost 14-3. I'm fully aware of how much shit I've had to deal with this team this season. This is for Petey. 1-2 pitch. Lindor will get the pick and get the lead runner at second on the force. Nice pick by Lindor, but he was not. But the only play he could do was throw it to second to get the force out, and I can't blame him for that. This was the only play he could do. Tucker swings and misses, strike 1. With the exception of the second game against the Yankees, Ray, most of the Met games I've called have pissed me off in one way or another. Against Philadelphia, against Atlanta, and tonight against the Dodgers. And think, next Sunday, I got to do this again with the Astros. 1-1. Ball is juggled by Alvarez before he can get out of his glove. And Edman will steal second easily with no resistance. Yeah. 2-1 out. Too far outside, 2-1. I'm pretty sure this is going to be McLean's final inning of the night. He'll end the night 6 innings, 4 runs, 3 unearned, 3 earned, 7 hits, 7 strikeouts, no walks. 3-1. And he's going to walk Tucker, so he'll have one walk. Homered last night. He homered tonight. Guess the Yankees won 3-1. In this series, Tucker is 3 out of 5 today. In this series. And it looks like McLean's getting the hook early. 5 in the third innings, 1 walk, 4 runs, 7 hits, 7 strikeouts. McLean is not done well at home. He'll be 2-6 after the night, unless the Mets can find a way to get back in this. They're going to keep him out there. But his road record is off the chart at 5-1. And the Yankees did get a 3-1 win. Sainal Perez warming up in the bullpen for the Mets. That's fouled to the screen behind the plate. 0-1. One and one. Three and one. 2-2. Or 1-2, excuse me. Two and two. Gets stopped by Alvarez to ensure nobody moves up. But again, he stalls out this Mets season. It's at least knowing the Knicks won the NBA title. 2-2 pitch. Outside, full count. And I think at this point, you got to get McLean the hook. He's at 94, going on 95 pitches. The carousel will be in motion this next pitch. Ball 4. Second walk to the inning for McLean, and now you got to give him the damn hook. Hey, man. Ducks in the pond. Banks it to Lindor. He'll step on the bag. Double play. I know you can't stay for long.
How are you?
Fine. And like I said, I know you can't stay for long, right?
Yeah, it says stream to my audience. I could actually do that. This way they can see you also.
Sure. Go ahead.
See if you can get some people in there. Hold on for a second. Let's see how we do this.
So I think it mostly funneled through you than as opposed to me.
How are you doing?
Okay, I guess. I mean, mom's back to full strength after the colonoscopy.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's not pleasant.
Spent a couple of hours out in downtown before the game started.
Oh, okay.
Stopped at a wine shop, didn't buy anything. Stopped at a barcade. Then I went to a sandwich shop. Then I came home just to get prepped for the game. And I've got a moth in the damn apartment again.
Well, what do you think of? Hey, everybody! I'm going to be back in my channel in a few minutes. Let's enjoy Seth for a bit, and I'll be right back. So, yeah, the Mets 4-1. Beatty again, another error.
Should have been on Beatty, not Lindor. And again, why the hell is it not Young or Wagaman? Soto's out with another calf strain.
Yeah, he's. They're going to probably They might be shutting him down for the season.
So he doesn't tear his Achilles?
No, he has evidently a dehydration problem, I was told, and he's been dehydrating. That's why he's pulling the muscles, and they want to get it under control.
So they're probably going to shut him down for the rest of the year.
They may. They're not sure. They'll reevaluate next Friday.
Well, I mean, at this point, if he keeps this up, he's going to tear his Achilles, and we won't have him for next year anyway.
Well, that's what they're worried about. They're worried about just an injury or running differently because he has a problem, with his gait, the running style, and then end up pulling a hip muscle or a flexor or whatever.
On to Robert. I'm just going to say this. 27, you need to put Stearns under the gun. Cock the hammer. Robert fouls this one off down the left field line, 1-1. And make him think
Byron Buxton waived his no trade clause. They're working on a deal, Philly in Minnesota.
What does Philly give up to get him to bring him from?
I don't know. But I found that he agreed to waive his no trade. They're working on a trade. I don't know if it's actually going to go through or not. They're looking for a top. I think they're looking for
a top center fielder for Philadelphia.
For Buxton, they want Painter, and someone else. And I think Philly's balking at giving up Painter.
3-1. And considering they lost tonight and they're just continuing to slide back in the wild card picture, they're going to need all the help they can get. I mean, especially when you consider that for years they haven't had a very consistent guy in center field.
Well, they like Robert, but they're afraid of the injuries.
Fell off.
They like him a lot. They've been trying to get him for a few years, Philly. But
doesn't Buxton have the same injury problem?
Yeah, but he's more healthy than Robert.
True.
And he's a better player.
Walked him.
Yamamoto's good.
I mean, he was last year's World Series MVP.
He looked untouchable last year. So what'd you think of McLean tonight?
He really needs to learn how to play in front of the home crowd. He sucks in front of a home crowd this year.
Yeah, what did he give up? 2 earned runs?
3.
Oh, really? I thought it was 2.
No, it was 3. Remember the solo home run, the RBI single, and one of the 2 runs that came in off of the error.
It's saying here he gave up 2 earned runs in 6 innings, 7 hits,
Oh,
7
wild
strikeouts.
pitch! I forgot about the pass ball. I forgot about that one.
Alvarez again. Who was catching?
Yep, it's Alvy.
Yeah.
Couldn't we have had Young DH tonight instead of Polanco?
They want to show Polanco. They're showcasing Polanco.
He sucks.
Yeah, but you always have a team that can use a bench guy, that can play once a week. And, you take a team that has a rookie on the bench.
And he struck out. Dumb fuck.
Yeah. Not a good matchup then.
And next up is the monkey.
Polanco generally doesn't strike out all that much. That was a good pitch. That pitch tailed away like McLean's does.
Mets against Splitters, 3 for 22 with 10 strikeouts.
Really? Semien?
Yep.
Coming up.
This one is hit to center, but playable. Pajes going towards right center field. He'll make the catch, 2 down.
84 pitches. Yamamoto.
That says 94.
Oh, 94?
It's 90. Yeah. This will probably be his last inning.
Yeah, he's been pretty much what they said he'd be. He's been great.
Perez and Durate warming up in the Met pen.
What do you think of Perez?
Oh, he's okay. I mean, he'll be a decent bullpen arm if we can sign him.
Throws 98.
We got him off waivers from Washington, correct?
I believe so. He has a live arm.
But he's not something I would try to move up to the starting rotation.
No. I just want this baby to go away so bad. I know it sounds ridiculous. I just want him to go away so bad.
2-0.
I just can't take him. If he's not having a bad day in the field, he's having a bad day in the bat. I haven't seen him all year have a good day in the field and bat at the same time. It's one or the other.
And it's been its worst this year because they keep putting him in different positions, and he hasn't had proper time to adjust to them.
Yeah, that's not his fault.
Yeah, I know. That's Stearns and Mendoza's and now Green's fault. Right?
Yeah. Green is being told what to do by Stearns.
Okay, so it's mainly Stearns' fault for putting the kid through this ringer.
Yeah, absolutely. Stearns likes him.
Yeah, but that doesn't give you justification to take him out of his comfort zones.
I agree.
Fouled off, full count.
Boy, I could write the end of this. I think Beatty has as much chance of getting a hit as I do. I wish I could bet strikeout here.
Outside of the 4th inning, Yamamoto was throwing double-digit pitches throughout the game. And it's upstairs, ball 4. No, they're going to challenge it, and I think he got busted.
Yeah, of course.
That's strike 3.
Beatty against pitchers with an ERA under 3.25 is hitting 111 this year.
And it was strike 3, as I guessed.
Absolutely.
That's going to...
End of the 6th.
That's going to do it for Yamamoto, I guess. McLean's already been given the hook, so will it be Perez or Durate for the 7th is the question. Am I right?
Yeah, I would think so. I'm going to keep you running in the background. I'm going to leave. I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
Everyone, thanks for coming in. Listen to Seth. He's terrific, and I will see you soon.
Let's do a quick refresh on this. It'll be Daniel Girardi against Ohtani, Pages, and Freeman. Oh, boy. So McLean tonight is done. 4 runs, 3 earned, 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts over 6 innings. And the thing, I'm probably doing Yankees and Phillies tomorrow night. Able to pick up some of the Yankees and the Cubs next week. We're 2/3 of the way through this game. Old Ebbets Field in Brooklyn. And the Polo Grounds for the Mets in 62. Dodgers won the title in 55. Ohtani smacks this one left field, but it's going to hook foul. 0-1. Off the bat into the backstop, 0-2. Shohei! Who got it? Ewing or Robert? Ewing. 1 down. Are you kidding me? Are you effing shitting me? I can't do the FOD game this year because they put the damn game on Netflix. Left field shot by Pages. Ewing will catch it. 2 down. That's a load of horse shit. That's a load of horse shit. And no, I don't mean the shit that comes out of a horse. I didn't say horse shit, as in the shit that comes out of a horse, in the ass of a horse. I said that's complete and utter horse shit. Freeman fouls that one off. 0-1. That the damn Field of Dreams game I won't be able to watch because from here on out it's going to be on fucking Netflix. F you, MLB. Line to right field off the glove of Simeon for a base hit. And Freeman is now 3 out of 4 with 3 singles tonight. Here comes Muncy, who has struck out all 3 times he's been at the plate. High velocity sinker, strike 1. Upstairs with a cut fastball. 0-2. Let's not kid ourselves. Do not expect got him, and that's a golden sombrero for Muncie as it's now time to stretch.
Going once, going twice.
Hall of Famer Andrew Jones. Andrew will be inducted into the MLB Hall of Fame class of 2026 this season. In fact, I've had to waste the same. Foul off to the backstop on one. Andrew and it's Alex Vesia who's now on the mound for the Dodgers. Of course, Vesia skipped out most of last season's postseason, last year's playoffs due to the death of his infant daughter. And I can't blame him for leaving the team for bereavement reasons. I don't think anybody can. 0-2 pitch, swung and missed, strike three. First pitch to AJ. Upstairs, ball one. Fouled off to the backstop. 0-1. 1-1. One pitch. In there, strike two. Fastball again. 2-2. Slow roller. Muncy gonna have to fire fast. Got him. 2 down. Here's Lindor. Ball one. Ball two. Ball three. Three one to Lindor. And again, it also the questions if we even get a 2027 season, Smoltzy, namely because the CBA agreement runs out after Thanksgiving, and then you're gonna have the owners and the player union basically butting heads for the better part of the winter until we can find a new collective bargaining contract. Russian going out to try to calm Vesia down. And regardless of who the Mets pick, I just want three things from them. One, no more Yankee holdovers. We stop trying to copycat the New York Yankees. Two, no analytics. And three, give me someone who is actually fucking qualified to be the damn manager. A man who can run, who has command presence in the dugout. Not a brain dead twat who has no qualifications. 1-1 pitch. Chopper. Muncie's going to take the short route to second. Inning over. 7 innings down, 2 to go, 4-1 Dodgers. Guess I'm getting out of this thing pretty quickly.
Instant clothes cash on everything store-wide.com.
Durante continues. Ball 1. This time the bats. Ground ball scooped up by Beatty. He's going to race, or rather, it's by Simeon, who Beatty has to race to the bag, and he just barely beats Betts to it. 1 down. Swing and a miss by Edmond. 0-1. One. Foul off. 1-2. And Edmund gets plunked. So, man on. On the trade block, Peralta's a free agent, Raley's a free agent, Minder's a free agent, Holmes has a player option, Weaver's under team control with their 2027 contracts. Personally, get rid of Peralta, keep everyone else. Swing and a miss, strike one on the Kyle Tucker. Fouled off, 0-2. One, two. Fouled off the foot. We'll do it again. Two and two. Fell off. We'll do it again. Popped up, and is it going to get caught? No, it didn't. Pick off attempt, no good. That's two. Girardi knows he can't throw it over again or it's going to be a balk. Look out. Tucker will be in motion. Ugh. Tucker goes, and that's foul. We'll do it again. Looking at the AL, the Yankees lead the wild card, followed by the Red Sox, the Guardians, who have a 2-game advantage over the Mariners, then the Twins, the Astros, the Orioles, and the Tigers, who are at the bottom of that pack. Swung and a miss, strike 3. Strike him out, throw him out. Double play, and the Mets get out of that one, but they're still down by 3 with only 6 outs left to play with. 7.5 complete, 4-1, Los Angeles. I'll just by letting a bunch of mutts into the house, huh? Bollocks. This is for tomorrow night. I'm prepping, folks.
Being a business owner takes hard work and a whole lot of miles. We chose the Capital One Venture and Business Card. We earn unlimited double miles on every purchase. After big purchasing power, we can spend more and earn more. What's in your wallet?
Mike Piazza started his career with the Dodgers. Had his most success with the Mets, did old 31. Edgardo Henriquez now comes on the pitch for the Dodgers. This is his 40th appearance of the season. He'll start off against Carson Bench. First pitch is low, ball 1. Catches the corner, strike 1. And that one hits him in the knee. That's got to hurt. Skipped off the ground and hit him in the knee. Hit him in the shin. That has to hurt. Luis Robert Jr. due up next. Let's see if the Mets can do something out of it. They haven't had an extra base hit all freaking game. That one almost hits Robert. Ball 1, a 101 sinker that doesn't even sink. Another heating sinker. This one misses again. Ball 2. Though it is a little lower than the last one. So Enriquez is having a little command issue with four of his first 5. Fouls that one off. 2-1. I would have just let that one go and possibly even hit me. Another foul off to the backstop. It's been nothing but heaters from Henriquez. All around, in and around 101. 2-2. Two pitch. Going to go low with a slider at 88, and Robert doesn't even take it. Full count. Do you send Benj on this pitch? I honestly don't think so. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. Foul off the plate. We'll do it again. Attack of the fucking clones. Oscar Brazaban warming up in the Met pen for the 9th. Ball 4, that's going to get away. If Benj wants to, he could take off for third, but he's not going to. And Dodgers pitching coach Mark Pryor is going to have a little talk with Henriquez to try to calm him down. Coming up tomorrow, coming up on August 9th, IndyCar heads to Portland. And Tanner Scott is getting warmed up for the bullpen for Los Angeles. Especially when you consider the other arms the Dodgers are missing. Blake Snell, Edwin Diaz. Let me see who else is injured for the Dodgers. Tyler Glasnow, Bobby Miller, Gavin Stone, Seth Halvorsen, Ben Kasparius, Jake Cousins, Blake Trinan, and Brusdar Greatroll, just to name a few. Here's Polanco. And he takes strike one on a cut. On a cut fastball, 0-1. That's fouled off the plate, 0-2. One and two as he misses that one high. Polanco doesn't bite on it. It's your end. 2-2. Polanco going to challenge this one, but I don't see the point in it. That's clearly a strike. And it is. And there goes the last challenge for the Mets. Dumb fuckers. And again, I question why the hell is Polanco even in this lineup? Oh, wait, it's because Stearns wanted to pass him off as a first baseman. That was selfish, self-indulgent, and fucking incompetent of him. Marcus Semien up next. First pitch. Takes a huge cut and misses at the heater, 0-1. Including this year, ball one. I mean, whenever Stearns decides to finally own up to his mistake and correct it, did he go? No, he did not. 2-1. Two one pitch. Swings and misses again. 2-2. This one a high fastball that just caught the edge. And down he goes. And the Mets are about to waste another golden opportunity. Does this surprise me with this bunch of dumb fucks? No, it doesn't. Here comes Tanner Scott. Especially when this team is run by a bunch of Edgardo Henriquez out, Tanner Scott in. Well, Mets incarnate, folks. That's all this damn team is. David Stearns is Wile E. Coyote. Egocentric, stubborn, unwilling to see how his fuck-ups with players who can be equated to shoddy Acme products that are deliberately sabotaged. Is there any wonder why Wile E. Coyote is fucking suing the Acme Corporation next month for fucking him over with bullshit products to ensure he'll never catch the Roadrunner? I don't think there is. And if he wins the case in lawsuit, maybe he will finally be able to catch that bird. But if I know the formula, even if he does win the case, I really don't think Wiley will catch the Roadrunner. Because it's Chuck Jones. Because ever since the Roadrunner Coyotes creation in 1947, who's the one that dictated the rules? Chuck Jones. Game number 45 for Tanner Scott. And the Mets are going to pinch hit, bringing in Tyrone Taylor to replace Brett Beatty. And they've been stuck there since. Strike one, went after the slider. Ray, for the record, his name is spelled like this. In right field, left field line, fair ball, that's going to bring home two. Benj is in, Robert coming in behind him. It's now 4-3. We are a 2-run double by Tyrone Taylor. And they're gonna let Alvarez get a free pass. So a 2-run double by Taylor has given the Mets a little bit of life. Tying run now in scoring position. Go ahead run at first. And up next is A.J. Ewing. Why just spell it wrong? Wrong is with a Y instead of it being with a second E. In any case, first pitch. Outside ball one. And the Met fans have come alive now in Citi Field. Me at Citi Field. 1-0 pitch. 1-1. Yeah, it is a bullshit call. Popped up. This is heading towards the wall and over the net. 1-2. Muncy wasn't going to be able to catch that. And besides, if that ball hits the net and he catches it, by rule, if it hits the netting, the ball's dead. It's a dead ball. He's not the catch won't count. 30,000 plus on their feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mets down 1. Runners on first and second. Scott deals. Got him. Inning over. But the Mets do get 2 on a key hit. We go to the 9th. It's the Dodgers 4, the Mets 3. Because Kevin's going to be busy doing AEW Redemption tomorrow night. Taylor will take over playing. Jared Young will take over playing first base. Should have been him in the first. Should have been him at first to begin with this fucking game, not Brett Beatty. But Stearns deliberately sabotages because he likes managers who are analytical fucking puppets. Who are nothing but analytically driven fucking puppets. This is game 43 for Brazabon. Strike one, first pitch to Bet. Oh, that's Hernandez, excuse me. 0-1. One and one. Gets under this one. It's a pop-up. Lindor calling everybody off. Shallow left. Makes the catch, one down. And getting ready to close it out is Stewart. Rushing almost gets nicked with that one. Ball one. Ripped, caught by Young, 2 down. This is why it should have been Young starting tonight at first, not Beatty. Much surer hands at first than Beatty will ever have. And here comes Shohei Ohtani to try to get an insurance run here for the Dodgers. Which he hasn't had much of this year. Ball one. I'll be so glad when this season's over for the Mets, because then we can move on to the CBA meeting. I can focus more on the CBA meeting. Ohtani gets under this one. Left field, it carries. Ewing gets under it. Inning over. Now it's up to the hitting core. We go to the ninth. It's down to Lindor, Bichette, and Benj. Dodgers 4, Mets 3. When the end of September comes around. Why? Because then, one, I can focus on actual playoff baseball, and two, with certain games, and two, then I can set my sight towards December, the CBA meeting, i.e., the CBA meetings, and the collective bargaining agreement meetings. When those finally roll around, what do you think I'm stuck having to worry about? How much of the season's going to get eaten by a player strike? And by a player strike because they don't want cap space and because they don't want a salary cap enforced on them. Shut up, Nora. Ball one from Brock Stewart to Carson Benj. To Francisco Lindor. 1-0. Lindor has walked twice, popped up, and flown out. 1-1. No challenges left, so Lindor can't really challenge that. There's nothing really Lindor can do about it. Because Blanco was stupid enough to give up the challenge. One pitch. Too far in, too low and in, 2-1. Here comes the set. Kicks and deals. Driven down the right field line, but it's going to hook foul. 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Pop up down the left field line, but it's going to hook foul again. But this one's also going to hook foul. We'll do it again. And at the very least, get Nolan McLean off the hook. 2-2 goes down swinging. 1 down. How about next year, Lindor, you stop trying to coddle your wife and its political aspirations, and you focus on the fucking game? Here's Bo Bichette. That's all I want with this dumbass next year. Ball one. That's all I want from his dumbass next year. Ball one. 2 singles and an RBI for Bichette tonight. Slow chopper. On the hop bets. 2 down. Tell me about it. Stewart looking for his first save in years, and it's Benj now up. Got hit and scored, got plunked in his last at bat and scored one of the runs in the 8th. Big cut and missed a changeup, 0-1. 0-1 pitch. Frozen on a fastball over the middle, 0-2. Mets down to their final strike. Down the run. Got him swinging. Brock Stewart picks his first save up in years. Dodgers win 4-3. Game over. How am I not fucking surprised by that? That's it for tonight's game call. I'll be back tomorrow night for Yankees versus Phillies. Comment, like, and subscribe to my channel and the Jedi Sports Media Network. This is Mets2128 signing off. Goodbye, good night, bang, and may the sports be with you always.